What's up, fellow LEGO fans? DJ Legos here, and today I am taking an unsponsored and honest look at a 2023 LEGO Star Wars set. It is the Millennium Falcon Holiday Diorama. It is set number 40658. Comes with 282 pieces. It is recommended for a building age of 8 and up, and I paid its roughly standard retail price of $30 here in the United States. And this set is kind of special. It's only around for like 4 months, and it is based off that Disney Plus holiday special that aired a couple years back. It's our first sequel-based set in quite a while, and without further ado, let's start deconstructing the set and see how it stacks up, starting as always with the minifigures. So first minifigure we're going to take a look at is Rey. She's exclusive to this set just due to the fact that she does get a holiday sweater on, but first we're going to get into her accessories. And starting off with the book here, we actually get the ancient Jedi text in this set. That is really nice. I was hoping we would have gotten that with the sequel trilogy sets, but here it's very nice. You got a nice printed cover replicating the book cover pretty well, and it is that newer style, so it does open. However, a bit of a miss here. We do not get print for the inside pages of the sacred Jedi text. I would have liked to have seen something, maybe force healing or something from the sequel trilogy, but the other accessory is even slightly more of a disappointment. We finally get Rey's lightsaber that is briefly shown off at the end of Rise of Skywalker, but the hilt is correct. It's nice, and it's that black color, not a new color for that piece, but does get the job done. However, the blade in universe is yellow, and like a plain yellow color, and LEGO chose to use their yellowish green color that the green lightsabers used to be. I mean, it does get the job done if you squint, but it's not full yellow, so I would have liked to have seen them bring that lightsaber piece back in that yellow color. They brought it out for one set back in 2014. No, wait, 2 sets, because it was a Ninjago set and it was the Green Lantern Sinestro set that they had that piece in yellow. So I don't think that would have been too bad for them to bring back, considering this color is also was also discontinued and not readily available. So if they could bring that color back, I don't see why they couldn't have brought the other one, the more correct color, back. But aside from that, talking about the actual figure, we get the same Rey hairstyle we've been getting since 2015 with the debut of the character and her Lego figure. Same exact head too, and that head is phenomenal. They really captured Daisy Ridley's likeness the first time around, so no need to change it. But talking about the actual torso, because the torso is what is new about this figure, and it does look pretty nice. Does replicate the sweater she has in the actual special there, with the Millennium Falcon and a bunch of snowy details. However, the opacity on that white is a bit of a letdown there. So again, LEGO needs to get better on their quality control. And she does come with unprinted white legs, which is fine, considering the Christmas sweater does replace the robes that she usually wears that go down under her legs. So kind of understandable why they're not printed. And flipping around to the back, taking her hairpiece off, you can see she's got some nice torso printing for the back there. And again, the white on that isn't the best, and there's that alternate expression that we're used to with our Rey figures. Next up, we're going to take a look at Finn. He is also exclusive to this set via the torso print. Talking about his accessory first, he does come with his standard blue lightsaber, and those are both elements that we've seen many times before. So getting into the actual figure, legs are not a new print, they're his Rise of Skywalker leg print, just reused here, which is fine because he only came in like 2 other sets for that Rise of Skywalker timeline. The torso is really where this figure shines. It looks really nice, really accurate to the special, and the white on the torso, unlike Rey's, is actually printed well, so it does go to show that Lego can have that quality. It's just we need to push them a little bit better. And then the head here is the same Finn head we've been getting since the Last Jedi wave, actually. That head print debuted with that, and it is really nice. It does look like John Boyega, especially as he played the character in the sequel trilogy. Flipping this around, he also does come with that Lando hair that was introduced with the Solo movie tie-in sets. Back torso printing is also really well done, and flipping that hair around, you can see he's got that kind of scary expression. Maybe he's screaming out Rey's name for the millionth time. Next up for figs, we got our classic Chewbacca figure that we've been getting since 2014 when they updated the figure to more modern standards. And it is unchanged here. He doesn't come with any accessories. I would have liked to have seen his bowcaster, but it is what it is. Same nice print quality we've always seen for Chewbacca. Same like printing. If you haven't seen a Chewbacca figure before, it's kind of a sandwich operation there. I would have liked to have seen, and this is throughout the entire sequel trilogy sets, some gray hairs in the Chewbacca's print here to differentiate him for the slightly older age that he is in the sequel trilogy. And then back around, again, same standard details for Chewbacca. Next up is BB-8, one of the figures that we rarely see even throughout the sequel trilogy, despite being a major character and major marketing thing from the sequel trilogy. Relatively unchanged, kind of a mix and match of parts here. The main ball of the torso that Lego designed here is unchanged from 2015, but that head part is relatively new. It's that updated kind of animated look that they debuted for the Resistance tie-in sets for that TV show that didn't last long, but Lego's been using it ever since. And it looks good. It certainly doesn't have that animated look to it, so it does help make BB-8 pop a little bit more. And lastly, we get a Porg. The build, this is brick build character, of course. The build has not changed since they debuted with the Last Jedi sets. This coloration of Porg is also not exclusive. And neither is that head print, but that head print is both kind of lopsided, and the white on it is not opaque enough, so we got another quality control thing going on here. But again, pretty standard Porg. Glad it's included, but not much more to say, you know. So getting the main build of the set, you do get this little diorama of a part of the interior of the Millennium Falcon. More specifically, it's supposed to be that lounge area. Now talking about the build for this, split across 2 bags. It's pretty straightforward, pretty easy to put together. It does utilize a couple of interesting techniques just to get the doorway shape there. But getting into the deeper parts of this, at the base you do have a lot of studs, and then you have jumpers all spaced throughout just to give some minifigures places to pose your minifigures, so they can kind of just be around the ship and interact, have little poses there. You get this nice little table here for the holidays, for a feast. Really nicely built up. You do get the turkey piece in its entirety there, though within the context here, that's probably a porg being roasted by Chewie there to eat. You got carrots, you got a nice little glass, you got some nice tablecloth design there, but moving that out of the way, it just sits on that 1x1 jumper. You can see the rest of the ship here is decorated out for the holidays. You got this nice little tree in the corner here, very nicely built up, very nicely designed. You got the Belleville snowflake piece there up at the top there for the little star decoration. In the corner here, you can see you got a representation of the smallest version of the couch there that's in the Falcon, and that is supposed to be the little chessboard that you gotta let the Wookiee win. So that's what that's supposed to be. It's the smallest representation of that, but I'm glad that it's here just to give you a little bit of a nod to where this is on the ship. Up at the top here, you got some more holiday decor with some holly and all that. Don't know what that would be in universe, but we also do have some lights hanging on the top here, utilizing that newer piece that's much more rigid. Maybe those are kyber crystals to make up the lights, and they all actually lightsaber colors, so that is also pretty cool. You can pretend it that way as well. Again, getting into the little doorway here, that is actually the most complex part of this build. So it is fairly nicely designed, and you can actually fit a minifigure in here. It's going to be tight, but again, there we have Rey. She can fit through the door, no problem. So that is nice that they did give you a lot to pose figures with. Above the couch there, that is a little sleeping quarters area as well. And you can just put a minifigure there and they can lie down. But however, it is kind of a tight fit and they just rattle around there. But there's also a nice hidden surprise back here as well. Flipping this around, they could have easily just left this space unused, but they did do something nice, and they do provide 2 clips, and those 2 clips are to fit the lightsabers, so you have a storage place to put them if you don't want to have your figures using them while they're in their little holiday scene, so you can fit it in there no problem. And that's it. There's not much to this build, but it is a very nice little holiday display. Here's all the extra pieces you can expect in this set. Nothing too crazy, just the standard studs, tiles, 1x1s, the lightsaber hilts, all that jazz. No real surprises here at all. Talking about the instruction booklet, we get the same bland generic cover we've been getting since last year. Not much to say there, pretty straightforward with the manual here. Paper bags coming ever so soon. You do have Rey sporting the progress bar for this set, and the resolution on like the first half of this instruction manual you can see here, the resolution is terrible, but for the main build of the set, this is actually pretty nice. And then at the back of the instruction manual here, the resolution goes back to complete awfulness. It's really bad. You can see it the most here. I don't know why the front and back of my instructions just has this awful resolution to it. And then at the back you do have the cross cell for the fall wave. Again, terrible resolution here, but the fall wave of Ahsoka tie-in sets, as well as some of the summer sets for 2023. Parts inventory, again, terrible resolution on this. And then the back, again, we're back to the generic product feedback with the Clockwork Robot CMF figure showing it. Talking about the box here, it's a standard $20 to $30 size. It's got all the hallmarks that we could come to expect from the Lego Star Wars branding of recent. The black corner with all the part greebling, the dark tile signifying what part of the franchise it's from, this case being dark blue, with Vader down there showing that it's just supposed to be part of the generic Star Wars banner. Nice product shot of the set, minifigure callouts. Even on this product image, they make the lightsaber look more yellow than it actually is in person. So bit of false advertising there. Top of the box, you do have Rey sporting the size reference there. And then back of the box, we just have a nice product shot showing off some different play features of the set, as well as different play scenarios that you can do. And inside of the box, you also have a little showing of part of the promo on the front. So at the end of the day, the good things about this set, it's a really good display piece, really good holiday display piece as well. If you like the kind of Star Wars kind of Christmassy stuff, this is a good pickup. It's also good that we're getting another sequel trilogy set. Maybe the sales of this can help us get some more. Overall, I really like it. Bad things about this set: number one, Lego's quality control continues to be a problem, and they really need to get better at that, which is weird considering in this set we have bad print qualities with white on other colors, and then we have good with Finn there, so it proves that they can do it. Second most bad thing is Rey's lightsaber not being the proper color of yellow. That is just a very poor choice, and I wonder what was going through the Lego designers' heads with that color choice, but it's not the right one. And a small little nitpick, I would have liked to have seen print on the interior of the Sacred Jedi text. It's good that we got it, but I kind of wanted to see interior page be printed there. So that brings me to the price of this set. They're asking $30 for this. I think, again, it's very worth it if you want a Christmas display that's not the traditional Reese or the Winter Village. This is a very good mishmash of popular franchise that also has holidays into it. So $30 for this is not that steep of a price to ask. It's right in there with most $20 to $30 sets, and this is only on shelves for a limited time. It debuted in October, and it's only on store shelves until the end of the year, so I highly recommend the pickup. The set is going to get an 8.5 out of 10 from me. Again, highly recommend it. Let me know in the comments below what you all think of it. Always look forward to having discussions with you. Smash that like button, all that jazz really helps the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you like more honest takes on Lego sets, not land shills or toxic negative Nancy's. I try to give a straightforward, honest opinion on stuff. So if you like that, please consider subscribing. Ring that bell as well, and I will see you in the next video. Until next time, stack on.